Hey guys, and welcome to my first Story Seasons how-to video. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to unlock Ice Country, which is one of the last two countries to come to the trading depot, and there are specific requirements that you have to meet before you can unlock Ice and Tropical Country. So we're going to be focusing on Ice Country in this video. Now, a lot of this information comes from fogu.com, which is an awesome resource for Story of Seasons, and I highly recommend it. So not all of these ideas are my own, and I just want to put that out there, but I thought it would be nice for you guys to see it in an actual video format instead of just reading about it. So, in order to unlock Ice Country, you need to have Cabin Country, Sakura Country, Wheat Country, and Rose Country unlocked. You get Cabin Country by shipping 100,000 gold, and you have to be in this at least in the summer of year 1. To get Sakura Country, you have to ship 200,000 gold, and you have to be at least at fall of year 1. To get Wheat Country, you have to ship 500,000 gold and have Sakura Country unlocked. For Rose Country, you have to have Wheat Country unlocked, and you have to ship 1,000,000 gold. Now, you don't have to ship the gold to any specific vendor, it is collective. And if you press this button down here, it should tell you how much money you have shipped. So this is how much money I have shipped thus far in my game. I'm on year 3. That's just kind of the basic requirements, but there are several more specific things that you need to ship. Now for Ice Country, the things that you need to ship are going to be built at your table, and you need to ship a total of 100 fences, 200 decorations, 200 gardening objects, 100 streets or paths, 100 pieces of furniture, and 100 wallpapers or floorings. So that is a lot. If you're playing in seedling mode, instead of 100, you need to ship 70. Instead of 200, you need to ship 140. So that is a lot of stuff. You're going to need a lot of wood. However, there are a few things that you can build that are probably, I would say, the best things to fill these requirements. For fences, the best thing to ship is the wooden fence, which is right here. It only takes 6 small lumber. You get this by purchasing the wooden fence set from Silk Country, or you can buy it from the carpenter shop. That is the blueprint you need, and then you can start making wooden fences. That's probably your best bet. See, there are other things, but the best thing to do is pick something that only has one material. Like, you could also use the stone fence if you have a lot of stone. It really depends on what you have kind of saved up. You might do a little bit of both if you don't have a lot of small lumber, but that's pretty much the easiest. See, all of these other ones take a lot of materials, and you probably don't want to use your gold for this. So those two are basically the easiest to do. For decorations, there is the beacon, which you can buy from Silk Country or the carpenter shop. And that's right here. It only takes 3 lumber. So very easy to make. You could also do the hay bale, which only costs 10 fodder. This is actually what I did because I wanted to save my lumber. It's very easy to get fodder. All you need to do is plant grass, and once it grows, you can use your sickle to harvest it every day, and each patch of grass will give you 9 pieces of fodder. So it's very easy to do, and you only need to sell 200 decorations, so it won't take long, especially if you have a lot of fodder, which I have accumulated over the course of playing the game. So that's what I did, but the beacon is also an option. For gardening, arguably the best thing to do is the wood lattice fence, which you can purchase from Rose Country, and it uses 14 pieces of small lumber. Now, I don't have that much small lumber left after doing a lot of these, and also I've used it for other things. So I have been actually doing some of these flower pots just because I have a decent amount of flowers, or I did before I started doing this, because I have the flower field, so I have been using that and have just been shipping these. It's pretty easy to get soft soil. You just buy it from Silk Country, not too hard, and then if you have, different flowers, you can do this. It's definitely not the most cost effective or anything like that, but it's just what I've been doing because I have the materials. So you may want to look through and see if, if you have certain materials that would work, you could do it that way as well. Just because I don't have a lot of small lumber anymore, and it's taking a while to get it, even if I buy it every day at the carpenter shop. So there's also that. Gardening is one of the few requirements that I have not met yet, and I'm working on it. So the next one is paths or streets. The best thing to do is the paving stones, which you can see here. They only require 3 small stones, not bad, and you can buy that from Sakura Country. You can also use the eastern paving stones, and these are from Sakura Country, and they only take 3 pebbles, so you don't even have to actually use your hammer to turn them into stones. Either of those are probably your best bet, but if you have a lot of stones as opposed to small stones, you could also do the slab or the eastern stone slab, and there you go. Now, for furniture, one thing you could do is the tea table. This tea table blueprint comes with the craft table, so you don't have to buy a blueprint, which is nice, and it uses 8 lumber, so you could do that. Or you could make the chest, which is only 6 lumber, but you have to buy the blueprint from Sakura Country or the carpenter shop. So, either way, I used the chest, and I think if I had any extra furniture that I had made that I didn't want, I just sold it off. But that's pretty much your best bet, because most everything else takes more than 1 material. But I mean, if you have it and you don't have the lumber, you could make something like this if you have a bunch of silver, so it's kind of up to you, and maybe you have to fill in the gaps, which is kind of what I've been doing with gardening, and just kind of use what you have, but those are the easiest things to do. And finally, for wallpaper and flooring, you have the plain wallpaper, and that comes with the craft table. As you can see here, it uses 15 small lumber, so you can make that pretty easily. Or you could use the plain flooring, and that comes with the craft table as well, and that costs 13 small lumber. I have not done the wallpaper and flooring yet because I'm focusing on gardening, and then I'm going to move to that. But again, like I've said, I don't have much small lumber right now, so that's kind of an issue. But as you can see, like, everything else takes a lot of materials, and I mean, I don't really want to give up my yarn for that, so, or cloth, or whatever else. So I'm just kind of slowly getting lumber to fulfill those requirements. Now, at any time you can check and see how much you've shipped if you press this button here and go to ship log, go into objects, and as you can see on the top screen, it'll tell you how many. So I already shipped over 100 fences. Decorations, I have just the 200. Gardening is where I'm weak. I have not quite 100 yet, and you need 200, so I am working on that. Paths, I have 100, and then the house or furniture, I have 100, and then I haven't shipped any wallpapers or floors yet, but I'm working on it. So that's the basics, but you can also, if you are running low on lumber or small lumber, you can plant trees. These are softwood trees, and they give you small lumber. Hardwood trees give you regular lumber, I believe. And I think you can buy them from Rose and Wheat Country. I think one sells one and one sells the other. And just plant them. I have a couple growing in my greenhouses over here. It does take a long time for them to grow, though, like 20 days. But you don't have to do anything to them. You don't have to fertilize them. You don't have to water them. So basically, once they grow, I'll be able to chop them down and get some lumber because I am in sore need of it. So that's one way to make your life a little bit easier. Something else you can do if you're having trouble making these objects is Veronica will tell you that you can do different town edits as you progress through the game. So you can come up to one of these and hit edit, and you can actually just take this stuff and put it in your inventory. So I could just take all of this. I mean, if you don't mind having a crappy looking town, which I don't, then you can just take these in every single one, and then you can sell them. This was actually brought to my attention by a viewer. I can't remember your username, but thank you very much for that suggestion. It's extremely helpful and is definitely an option, especially if you only need a couple, like if you're very close but you only have a couple left to sell. As you can see, I've already pillaged over here. But yeah, so then you just take them to the trade depot and then hit ship objects. And you can just kind of use the right and left bumper to tell you like which area or what it falls into. So all of this stuff is gardening, like the shrubs and all that stuff. So I can sell that. And right there, that's like 22 items that I basically just took from the town and I don't have to make myself, which is a huge help. So there are different things as well that you can do. Like it's not just gardening, a lot of it is though. But like decorations, like the benches count as decorations, so you could take those and sell them if you want, and then just kind of put stuff back into the town later. Or if you don't care about the town looking like crap, then you don't have to put it back. But that is just another option if you are struggling to meet the requirements. But yes, after you've shipped all of that stuff, Ice Country should show up the following day and let you know that they are going to be coming to the trading depot, which is really nice. So that's basically how you unlock Ice Country. Tropical Country is a lot harder. I'll be doing a video on that in the future. If there are any other topics that you would like to see videos on, just let me know in the comments. And if you have any questions about unlocking Ice Country, feel free to let me know as well. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up if it helped you out, or if you just liked it. And thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my next how-to video. And make sure to watch my full Let's Play of Story of Seasons. I'm like 60-some episodes in, and it's a good time. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.